Historian Julian Zelizer credits Obama with a keen sense of how the institutions of government work and the ways that his team could design policy proposals. Zelizer notes Obama's policy successes included the economic stimulus package which ended the Great Recession and the Dodd-Frank financial and consumer protection reforms, as well as the Affordable Care Act. Zelizer also notes the Democratic Party lost power and numbers of elected officials during Obama's term, saying that the consensus among historians is that Obama turned out to be a very effective policymaker but not a tremendously successful party builder. Zelizer calls this the defining paradox of Obama's presidency. The Brookings Institution noted that Obama passed only one major legislative achievement, Obamacare, and a fragile one at that. The legacy of Obama's presidency mainly rests on its tremendous symbolic importance and the fate of a patchwork of executive actions. David W. Wise noted that Obama fell short in areas many progressives hold dear, including the continuation of drone strikes, not going after big banks during the Great Recession, and failing to strengthen his coalition before pushing for Obamacare. Wise called Obama's legacy that of a disappointingly conventional president. Obama's most significant accomplishment is generally considered to be the Affordable Care Act, ACA, provisions of which went into effect from 2010 to 2020. Many attempts by Senate Republicans to repeal the ACA, including a skinny repeal, have thus far failed. However, in 2017, the penalty for violating the individual mandate was repealed effective 2019. Together with the Healthcare and Education Reconciliation Act amendment, it represents the U.S. healthcare system's most significant regulatory overhaul and expansion of coverage since the passage of Medicare and Medicaid in 1965. Many commentators credit Obama with averting a threatened depression and pulling the economy back from the Great Recession. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Obama administration created 11.3 million jobs from the month after his first inauguration to the end of his second term. In 2010, Obama signed into effect the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act, passed as a response to the financial crisis of 2007-2008. It brought the most significant changes to financial regulation in the United States since the regulatory reform that followed the Great Depression under Democratic President Franklin D. Roosevelt. In 2009, Obama signed into law the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2010, which contained in it the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act, the first addition to existing federal hate crime law in the United States since Democratic President Bill Clinton signed into law the Church Arson Prevention Act of 1996. The act expanded existing federal hate crime laws in the United States and made it a federal crime to assault people based on sexual orientation, gender identity, or disability. As president, Obama advanced LGBT rights. In 2010, he signed the Don't Tell Repeal Act, which brought an end to Don't Tell policy in the U.S. Armed Forces that banned open service from LGBT people. The law went into effect the following year. In 2016, his administration brought an end to the ban on transgender people serving openly in the U.S. Armed Forces. A Gallup poll, taken in the final days of Obama's term, showed that 68% of Americans believed the U.S. had made progress on LGBT rights during Obama's 8 years in office. Obama substantially escalated the use of drone strikes against suspected militants and terrorists associated with al-Qaeda and the Taliban. In 2016, the last year of his presidency, the U.S. dropped 26,171 bombs on 7 different countries. Obama left about 8,400 U.S. troops in Afghanistan, 5,262 in Iraq, 503 in Syria, 133 in Pakistan, 106 in Somalia, 7 in Yemen, and 2 in Libya at the end of his presidency, according to Pew Research Center and United States Bureau of Justice statistics. From December 31, 2009, to December 31, 2015, inmates sentenced in U.S. federal custody declined by 5%. This is the largest decline in sentenced inmates in U.S. federal custody since Democratic President Jimmy Carter. By contrast, the federal prison population increased significantly under Presidents Ronald Reagan, George H. W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush. Human Rights Watch, HRW, called Obama's human rights record mixed, adding that he has often treated human rights as a secondary interest. Nice to support when the cost was not too high, but nothing like a top priority he championed. Obama left office in January 2017 with a 60% approval rating. He gained 10 spots from the same survey in 2015 from the Brookings Institution that ranked him the 18th greatest American president. In Gallup's 2018 job approval poll for the past 10 U.S. presidents, he received a 63% approval rating.